Also, the Rodriguez brothers, number 22, David Rodriguez, and number 15, Joel Rodriguez. I want to thank Joel for taking the time and providing a little play-by-play this morning. That ball is out for a Tampa goal kick. McFatridge the one to take that. Hernandez sends it back down towards his own end. Rodriguez now bounces it off Hernandez. Hernandez down the floor he goes. David Rodriguez giving chase, playing defense. McFatridge on the wrong side of the defense there. That was almost a throw in the box. McFatridge now switches around. That's going to be a 2-on-1. Look like the Rodriguez brothers going to be able to take this out as Hernandez and McFatridge were a little too close together. Ball ricochets around a little bit. Rodriguez and McFatridge battling on the sideline here. McFatridge passes along. Ball bounces around. Mercado picks it up, passes it over to David Rodriguez. Rodriguez now waiting to pass it back out. And there's the pass. Joel Rodriguez back down to his brother. And the shot goes just wide of the post, out of bounds. Goal kick, Tampa Crossfire. Looks like we have a little issue with David Rodriguez. One of the straps on his chair looks like it's come loose and it's kind of hanging down there. You want to make sure all straps and buckles and belts and everything else are kind of tight and in place so they don't get caught up in the wheels as the chairs are rolling down the floor, setting up a potentially dangerous situation. McFatridge now. Hernandez with the ball. Rodriguez with a 180 to his brother, bounces off the side of his chair. Hernandez takes the ball back down the floor. Joel Rodriguez right there on defense. Ball elevates a little, bounces around. Play continues. Hernandez drives down the floor to the far post. O'Connor's right there on defense. Rodriguez, O'Connor. Ball comes back out. Hernandez now setting up for a pass. And he just lets it just trickle out of bounds. Nobody decides to go for it. There was a mistake there by Hernandez. Thought that a Chicago player had touched the ball last. It was not the case. Chicago now will take over, try to move the ball back down the floor. McFatridge, David Rodriguez doing battle here. Rodriguez trying to keep him out, doing well. McFatridge, Rodriguez dancing here on the sideline, trying to gain possession. Rodriguez winning the battle, fighting his way through it. Rodriguez down the sideline. Hernandez has to step in on defense. Nicely done. And the pass back. Joel Rodriguez bounces around. David Rodriguez now sends the ball down the floor the other way. Going to get a 2-on-1 on Chicago. That's going to go out of bounds. McFatridge. Sends it in. Hernandez lets it slide through. Very well done by Tyler Hernandez. Can he keep it in bounds? Yes, he can. Rodriguez swings it up. McFatridge looking to pass it back down. Rodriguez cuts it off, but he can't hold it before it goes out of bounds. Tampa Crossfire down low in the Chicago defensive zone. Hernandez trying to avoid getting screened out by David Rodriguez there. Repositions himself. Joel Rodriguez playing defense in the box, looking to jump the pass. Hernandez now with a shot. It deflects wide of the post, out of bounds. GLASA ball. Hernandez over to McFatridge. Ball sails out of bounds. Tampa ball. Hernandez. Out of bounds it goes. Joel Rodriguez unable to keep it in bounds. McFatridge now setting up. Oh, and Hernandez gets it past the goalkeeper, O'Connor. There's a fight for the ball. It's rolling towards the goalpost. Joel Rodriguez, very well done. Just keep it out of the goal. O'Connor came out and the ball slipped past him. Tyler Hernandez unable to gain control of the ball again. Joel Rodriguez, very well done, keeping it out and keeping the tie going. We're going to get a foul here. See what the referees call here. It's going to be Chicago ball. Sends it down the floor. Hernandez is there to meet it. It rolls between a sea of players and out of bounds. Chicago once again with a goal kick. Possession pretty even so far in this match. Rodriguez now sends it in. It goes wide and it sails out of bounds. Tampa ball. McFatridge sends it down. O'Connor has to make a play on it. We're going to get a foul on Chicago here. Tampa ball once again. McFatridge to inbound. Hernandez, Rodriguez, the ball bounces in the air. Ball bouncing over 20 feet, or 20 inches. When a ball bounces over 20 inches in the air, the referee will stop play and set it up for a jump ball. Rodriguez and Hernandez. Hernandez overpowering here. Oh, Rodriguez nicely sent out. McFatridge, though, cuts it off, sends it back in. Over to Geraldo. Hernandez. Oh, the ball goes down the floor. Can Mercado get there? Yes, he can. Oh, can he catch it before it goes in? No, he cannot. Oh, Dylan Tanner had come out of the box, leaving it wide open. All they had to do was just re-angle the ball. Mercado couldn't get there on time. McFatridge now over to Hernandez. Rodriguez with a 180 shot. It bounces off Geraldo. Down the floor it goes, out of bounds. Chicago going to get the ball, but move back a little bit. Looks like we're going to get a substitution, or maybe the the coach is just calling out some instructions. No, in fact, now coming in for Chicago, number 23, Jerry Walsh. Oh, and David Rodriguez bouncing around there a little bit. His chair sits up very high, so he's got a very high center of gravity. Oh, McFatridge is there now, attacking and threatening on offense. O'Connor coming out of the box, pushing the ball around, ball still in bounds, and now it's out. It's going to be Tampa ball. O'Connor usually plays offense, and so this is a little different role for him. Look for him to come out of the box when he can. McFatridge now, across the box it goes, and there's Hernandez. Can he shoot? And he does. Oh, nice defense. Rodriguez and O'Connor closing off that gap before the ball went in, and O'Connor just pushes it out of bounds, trying to relieve a little bit of the Tampa pressure going on right now. David Rodriguez out for Chicago. Into the game, Joel Rodriguez. Trying to shore up the defense just a little bit. McFatridge asking for a little bit of room to make his spin kick. Hernandez now chips the ball down. Oh, and it sneaks behind the defense. Oh, and well done. Geraldo right there to catch the rebound. Into the goal it goes. Fire defense was unable to get there in time. 1-0, Tampa Crossfire. O'Connor wanted to make sure that it was an actual goal. Now these goalposts are set at about 20 inches off the ground, so it's easy for referees and players to determine whether or not the ball is over the 20-inch vertical rule. That ball looked like it was low enough, and that's going to stand. Tampa Crossfire 1, GLASA Chicago Fire 0. 8 minutes here left in the first half. An update on other action in the first half. Georgia Sting, Arizona Heat. Georgia up 3-0. There's a shot from Mercado down the floor. Can Tanner get there? Yes, he can. Oh, there's a redirect from Walsh. It bounces off the post. Nice save by Tanner. So Walsh was right there bearing down hard on the play. It's going to go out for a GLASA corner kick. Can they bring the game level once again? Here we go. Referee making sure everybody's in their legal positions here. He has to be at least 15 feet away from the ball, and he is now. Walsh now setting up for the kick. There it is. It's a little slow. Rodriguez shoots. Hernandez is right there to deflect it away. When you're down in the corner, you really want to try to fire the ball out of there as quick as you can and prevent the defender from jumping out and cutting the pass off. Walsh now with a better shot. Oh, and it's chipped out by Hernandez. Referee Mike McCoy having a word with both players here, asking them to settle down, giving them a warning. You have to feel that next time that happens, a yellow card will probably be issued. That was a pretty good collision there. So there's going to be a jump ball. Rodriguez looks like he's going to win this. Let's see what happens here. Rodriguez holding off Hernandez. Hernandez trying to get it out of the box. Rodriguez, though, bringing him down to the corner. Walsh setting up behind him, waiting for the pass to come out. Hernandez. Rodriguez. Oh, Hernandez turning the tide there. Oh, nicely done by Rodriguez. Sending it down towards the goal area. Rodriguez, Hernandez, jockeying for position here. An epic battle going on down here. Oh, and Hernandez comes out and wins that one. Very well done by Tyler Hernandez. Oh, Mercado's right there to pick the ball back up again. Oh, Mercado just ricochets the ball around. Hernandez picks it up. Ball bounces around. Hernandez now takes it out. Stellar defense by Tyler Hernandez there to prevent Chicago from getting any more scoring chances. 5 minutes left here, first half. Tampa Crossfire 1, GLASA Chicago Fire 0. Joel Rodriguez, Tyler Hernandez racing towards the sideline here. Hernandez turns him around. Oh, but Rodriguez, nice to take it away from him like that. Joel Rodriguez down the floor, trying to get better positioning on it. Ball rolls down towards the corner. Jerry Walsh right there. Walsh has to be careful there. Chair rolled up on the ball a little bit. Players have to be very careful out here, especially with this humid environment this weekend. The ball is a little bit tacky. Looks like his mid-wheel, the suspension looks like it's a little stuck. So coach is going to come out there, kick the wheel back down, and hopefully get him on his way. On the Chicago bench, David Rodriguez, also Josh Nigaman. So if they need to, they do have substitutions they can bring in. And in power soccer, there are unlimited substitutions, so they can switch people in and out as needed. And it looks like Walsh is going to have to come out. Suspension just not giving way there. And David Rodriguez is going to come back into the game now. So these mid-wheel chairs, such as Jerry Walsh's, are designed to drive from the center of the big wheels, which are placed directly under the seat, and the suspension is also under there. And so sometimes, as you can see here, it gets a little stuck, and he's essentially driving on one wheel as the two wheels in the front and two wheels in the back aren't powered. So he's essentially spinning around in a circle. So see if they can't get him fixed up. Back to the action now. 3 minutes plus added time left here. David Rodriguez to Joel. Joel Rodriguez has to take the ball and scoop it back around again. Passes it out. He gets around McFatridge. Hernandez right there. Oh, and there's a collision at center court, but play continues. David Rodriguez looking for the moment to pass it out. He decides to just charge down. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. Chicago corner kick coming up. David Rodriguez kicking into his brother Joel. Oh, and there's a collision right there. That's going to go the other way. Rodriguez swinging in a little recklessly and hitting Hernandez. Coming up after this match, the third place game, Turnstone versus Ball State. David Hernandez now. David Rodriguez. Ball goes out of bounds. Tampa with the goal kick. 90 seconds left as time winds down, but you have to think that the referee will add a few minutes for that stoppage when Jerry Walsh had to be taken off the floor. There's Mercado there. Mercado. Down the floor he goes. Giraldo there driving towards the post. Joel Rodriguez is right there, however, trying to keep him out. McFatridge now looking to swing, and there's a 180 that ricochets around. It goes out of bounds. Chicago ball. We are now in the final minute here, plus added time. Rodriguez, can he hold onto the ball? Yes, he can. He saves it, springs out. Joel Rodriguez, down the floor he goes with it. Hernandez stops his progress. Rodriguez trying to take it back down the other way. As they hit each other, it goes down the floor, rolling towards the sidelines. It's going to go out of bounds. Justin McFatridge. Off of Giraldo's chair. Hernandez. Rodriguez. A little shoving match here, both of them. That one went out of bounds. Tampa ball once again. Rodriguez comes up. Hernandez deflects it away. Rodriguez now chips the ball, goes out of bounds once again. Tampa slowly moving the ball up the floor. McFatridge over to Hernandez, and it goes down the floor. Giraldo can't get there, and it chips out of bounds. Oh, O'Connor hitting the ball out of bounds. If he had just let it roll out of bounds, it would have been Chicago ball, but he touched it before it went out. Now Tampa threatened here. 1 minute left in the first half. Joel Rodriguez is going to try to jump the pass out. Who's going to get there first? Rodriguez does. McFatridge turns it back around, however. There's a 2-on-1 on Tampa. Rodriguez now. That one's not going to touch anybody. Goal kick for Tampa Crossfire. And that ball slips through everybody. And there's the halftime whistle. Tampa Crossfire get a goal early on in the first half, and they maintain that 1-0 lead right now. In a few moments when we come back, the second half, live from IPFW Fieldhouse here in Fort Wayne. MK Batteries USPSA Champions Cup 5th place match versus Tampa Crossfire and GLASA Chicago Fire. Walsh there on the floor right now for GLASA against McFatridge. And it goes out of bounds. While we have a moment, I have to issue an apology to Tommy Meyering. I've been calling him the wrong name all weekend long, so my apologies to Tommy and any relatives and parents out there watching on the internet at powersoccershop.com. I'm sure I'll hear about it more later on. McFatridge right there, sending the ball out of bounds. Jerry Walsh now. Walsh sends it in. Nice shot. Mercado can't quite get to it. McFatridge turns around, sends the ball down the other way. McFatridge against Rodriguez. Rodriguez doing very well to keep him out. Rodriguez playing in goal this half to start. Trying to shore up the defense a little bit more. As GLASA Chicago Fire finds himself down 1-0. J.J. O'Connor, who played in the goal first half, is now out on the floor. Also on the floor for the Fire, number 18, Anthony Mercado. O'Connor spins it down the sideline. McFatridge keeps it in. Tries to bring it down the other way. Gets it behind O'Connor. Gets him turned around. O'Connor, McFatridge bullying each other towards the sideline. It goes out of bounds. The referee says Tampa ball. McFatridge sends it in. Oh, it gets past O'Connor. Hernandez now taking the ball down. Trying to swing it over to McFatridge, who's waiting back there, and there it is. There's a 180 from McFatridge. You can't get around on it enough. There's Meyering right there at the post. He's going to try to shove it in, but O'Connor's very, very large man. Not going to be able to shove him past the goal line. He bounces it around a little bit. Lets it roll around. Rodriguez gives chase to it before it goes out of bounds. Don't want to give up the corner kick, and McFatridge shoots. That's a 2-on-1. Meyering not getting out of there before McFatridge takes the shot. That's going to end up killing the Tampa threat here. Chicago now setting up for a goal kick. J.J. O'Connor. Over to Mercado. Mercado sends it down. It bounces off McFatridge's chair. Mercado Hernandez. Hernandez turning him around, driving him down the floor. Mercado regains position here, tries to stop Hernandez, and he does. Hernandez, however, not having any of that. When they come towards the sideline here on the near side, Hernandez turns him down. Hernandez driving in, gets him turned around, 2-on-1. J.J. O'Connor, Anthony Mercado, too close together. No two players from the same team can be within 3 meters or roughly 10 feet of the ball unless they're in the goal box. Oh, there's a shot by Hernandez. Nice save by Rodriguez. And there's another shot. J.J. O'Connor with the save there. O'Connor, McFatridge. Towards the sideline they go. Out of bounds. Tampa coaches moving their feet out of the way. Those steel guards are heavy, and they can hurt. McFatridge. O'Connor cuts it off. Walsh is right there, but McFatridge cuts it out before Walsh could get to it. Oh, but we're going to get a 2-on-1 on O'Connor and Walsh. O'Connor giving chase down the floor. Walsh backing up as McFatridge was pushing it through. Both players for Chicago once again crowding around a little too much. McFatridge eyeing the defense, trying to pick out the holes. McFatridge over to Hernandez. Hernandez bounces it off the back of his chair back to McFatridge. O'Connor there on defense. Ball rolls out of bounds. McFatridge expressing his displeasure with that call. Now the ball has to be completely over the line before it's out of bounds. Even if the ball is more than halfway over, it's still considered in bounds. Referees calling it different ways. O'Connor, Hernandez. Ball bounces and just skims the sideline there. Hernandez very well keeping it in, and now that one goes out of bounds. Chicago ball. J.J. O'Connor on the other side in a consolation match. The Georgia Sting versus Arizona Heat. Sting 4, Heat 1. O'Connor sends it down the floor. It's not going to touch anybody, so that's going to be a Tampa goal kick. Now into the game, Josh Nigaman for Chicago. Mercado is out. Hernandez now takes the ball, goes the other way. O'Connor, just pushes him out of the way there. Very strong move by J.J. O'Connor. O'Connor now with a 180. Couldn't quite connect on it. You can see he was trying to take a shot into the box. Wonderful idea, just couldn't get full power on the shot there. O'Connor now. Setting up. And the inbound. Oh, Nigaman just can't turn around on it quick enough. Goes out of bounds, right direction, just couldn't get there in time. McFatridge now. That one goes wide of everyone. Not a very accurate kick there. That's going to go out of bounds. And a turnover to Chicago now. Tampa with a 1-0 lead. It's not a very huge cushion that they have there, so they have to be careful cutting down the mistakes, such as that right there as McFatridge collides with O'Connor, giving Chicago the ball again, further up the field. O'Connor now, over to Nigaman. Nigaman sends it back towards O'Connor, but too far out. O'Connor over to Walsh. Walsh sends it across, but McFatridge is right there. O'Connor, McFatridge. O'Connor down the floor he goes. Hernandez is there and just scoops it away from him. Nigaman's right there, but Hernandez gets around him. Nigaman in the box with Rodriguez. Oh, and there's a fight down in the goal. Rodriguez able to push it out of there, however. Rodriguez now out of the box. Oh, and there's the pass across. Hernandez sends it down the floor. Rodriguez. Hernandez right there. Meyering sends it back over to Hernandez. Hernandez looking to pass it back. Swinging out wide, and there's the pass. But, oh, Rodriguez cuts it off. Walsh now sends it down the floor, but it's hit. Oh, and there's a collision right there. Let's see if referee Mike McCoy issues a yellow card here. That was a hard shot. Jerry Walsh. Although the distributor of that hit there looks like he got the worst of that one. On the other side, Georgia Sting putting up another goal, now 5-1 over the Arizona Heat. Jerry Walsh now looks like he's back together again. That was a really hard shot by Walsh. You can see his guard's kind of bent upward a little bit now and maybe shifted to the left slightly after hitting him really hard. Free kick for Tampa. Hernandez trying to screen off the defense in the goal area. Meyering's wide open on the far side. Let's see if he tries to get over to him. O'Connor has to just kind of punch it out of there. McFatridge, the main kicker for the Tampa Crossfire. Meyering down low, setting the screen. They're going to be able to get the ball over to Hernandez. Let's see. Nope. J.J. O'Connor just bulls his way through there. Walsh now going to spin. Here comes Tanner. Oh, there's Nigaman. Down the floor he goes, but he can't gain control of the ball. It's going to sail harmlessly out of bounds for a goal kick. And you can see just how quickly the field of play can shift here. If there's a deflection down in the goal area and the ball comes racing out the other way, it forces the defense into a very compromising position, as a lot of times you only have attacking players heading down the other way, leaving the goalkeeper essentially on an island out there. Thankfully for Tampa, though, Nigaman couldn't control it. We're going to get a switch up in the lineup here for Chicago. In goal now, David Rodriguez. Up front, Joel Rodriguez. Rodriguez now on Hernandez. This is the battle we've been seeing all game long. And there's a pass back up. Hernandez just takes it away, though. Walsh, ball spins across the box. Hernandez scoops it out. Walsh is right there, trying to send it back down. Walsh loses the ball. Rodriguez. Rodriguez brothers now down in the box. Oh, there's a 180 by McFatridge. And there's a shot into the box. Joel Rodriguez right there. Looks like we're going to get a 2-on-1 on Tampa. It's going the other way. And on the other side, that match is over. Georgia Sting winning 5-1 over the Arizona Heat. Walsh now. Down the floor it goes. Hernandez sends it back. Walsh passing it over. McFatridge is right there to take the shot. David Rodriguez guarding the post, but it sails wide. Joel Rodriguez now calling out his teammates, getting them in position here. Rodriguez, down the floor it goes. McFatridge sends it back. Rodriguez sends it right back immediately. McFatridge trying to control it before it goes out of bounds. He gains it. Joel Rodriguez takes it away. Hernandez and Rodriguez once again locking horns. Hernandez now, down the floor he goes. The Rodriguez brothers trying to build a wall to hold him off. Hernandez turns him down towards the post. Ball's trapped in between all the guards. They have to keep the ball moving or the referee will call it dead and it'll be a jump ball. It's still in bounds. Ball just balancing on the sideline here. Oh, and it goes out of bounds now. And that's what Hernandez was trying to do earlier. Bounce it off the Chicago players to get a kick in down low. very spirited Chicago cheering section here. Just under 7 minutes left in the game. Tampa holding on to a very slim 1-0 lead. McFatridge sends it across. Rodriguez jumps out and it rolls down the court and heads out of bounds right at the center line. Tampa's going to have to regroup, set up their offense again. The ball gets sent in. Hernandez now. Once again, Joel Rodriguez. They fight for possession. Nice. Once again, Tyler Hernandez just bouncing the ball off Rodriguez. McFatridge trying to set it up quickly here. Meyering on the far side. Let's see if McFatridge tries to get it across the box to Meyering. And he does. Hernandez lets it go. Meyering with a shot. Oh, and there's a nice collision there. Tampa ball once again. Rodriguez and Meyering just butting heads there with the ball right in the middle. Looks like he was jostled a little bit out of place there. Tommy Meyering was. Assistant coach Robert Meyering getting his son back in place there. And it looks like we're good to go. McFatridge setting up the Rodriguez brothers to have a nice wall there. And it just bounces around. Still dancing right down the sideline. Little balancing act by the ball as it rolls back in. Oh, looks like it went out of bounds, and they're going to set it up for a corner kick. Ball was just going back and forth over that line there. Finally rolled enough out of bounds. Rodriguez setting up backwards there on defense in the box. Very interesting setup. Oh, and there's a shot by Hernandez once again. That one finally going to go off Hernandez's guard out of bounds. Goal kick, Chicago. Very interesting defensive stance there for Rodriguez as he set up backwards in the box as a defender. You won't see many people doing that, but it worked for them that time. McFatridge and O'Connor down the floor. McFatridge bringing the ball to the corner, uses O'Connor to stop it. There it is. Oh, and J.J. O'Connor just hits it out of bounds, allowing his teammates to set up on defense again. McFatridge over to Hernandez. He chips it down the post. Oh, and Rodriguez had to make a save on it. That's going to be a corner kick. Nice little shot there by Hernandez, forcing Rodriguez to make the save. Another corner kick for the Tampa Crossfire. At the top of the box, Tyler Hernandez on the far side, Tommy Meyering, McFatridge kicking the ball. There it is. Rodriguez punches it out again. This should give Tampa a little bit better angle and give them more scoring options here. Rodriguez, can he jump out and get the ball before it gets to Hernandez? No, he can't. Hernandez pushes it down once again. McFatridge now gets taken around by David Rodriguez. Ball rolls out of bounds. Off of McFatridge. Chicago essentially kicking out of their own corner. Rodriguez now. McFatridge holding him in. The pass over to O'Connor. O'Connor takes it up the floor. McFatridge trying to hold him back in. Ball stays inbounds. O'Connor down the floor he goes. Hernandez right there to send it back the other way. Rodriguez with a 180. It ricochets around. Can Meyering get there? No, he can't. Out of bounds. Meyering at the right place, just couldn't quite catch up to the ball as it crossed. Rodriguez now waiting for the inbound. There it is. McFatridge there to stop him with authority right there. Rodriguez saves the ball. McFatridge backs into it to keep it in. Hernandez now holding on to the ball. Rodriguez and Hernandez, very familiar foes out here on the floor. Hernandez. Rodriguez. Hernandez gets behind him. Doing very well here. Good possession. And the ball springs out a little bit. Hernandez. Back up the floor it goes. Meyering now takes the ball. Sends it back around. Oh, Rodriguez just takes it away from him. McFatridge. Ball ricochets between the two guards. Rodriguez, McFatridge. Oh, and it bounces out of bounds. It's going to be Chicago ball. Final minute here of the match. Tampa Crossfire 1, GLASA Chicago Fire 0. We are now in added time. McFatridge loses the ball. That one off McFatridge, giving Chicago an opportunity here. Added time. GLASA Chicago Fire trying to pull even here in the final moments of the game. O'Connor looking for Rodriguez. Walsh setting up behind him. Walsh might be a little close there. We'll see what happens. Oh, the ball gets across to Walsh. Walsh shoots. Hernandez is right there with the save. Rodriguez can't keep the ball in. Tyler Hernandez down the floor, taking the ball the other way. David Rodriguez steps up on defense. Hernandez trying to get it through to finish this game out for Tampa Crossfire. David Rodriguez, Tyler Hernandez. As they battle down there at the line, Rodriguez slowly turning him around. Patiently working the ball around. Hernandez trying to get the pass off. It looks like the ball went out of bounds. Went off both players. So referee explaining why it was a jump ball. Hernandez, oh, they turned the wrong way. It goes out of bounds. And that's going to be Chicago ball. Final moments of the match here. Can Chicago get one back? O'Connor. McFatridge. Oh, he misses the ball. Hernandez sends it down the floor. Rodriguez back up the other way. Meyering, it gets behind him. Hernandez now takes the ball. Rodriguez and Hernandez. One final battle here. Goes out of bounds. Chicago ball. Rodriguez going to take the kick. O'Connor finding his place on the offense quickly here. McFatridge covering O'Connor. Rodriguez going to try to get it across over to Walsh. Rodriguez now setting up. Fires down. Oh, it's going to go on goal. Oh, it just misses the post. Trying to get it off of Tanner. Bounce it off for a corner kick. Couldn't quite do it. And you have to think the final moments are ticking away here as these teams battle it out for 5th place. Been a great tournament all weekend long. Some exciting power soccer action. There's Walsh. McFatridge. Rodriguez sends it down to O'Connor. O'Connor's got a chance here. He brings it down into the goal area. Hernandez, let's see if he can get it out. O'Connor tries to swing the ball. Oh, we're going to get a corner kick. Looks like O'Connor and Rodriguez are going to switch out here. Rodriguez is going to take the kick in. O'Connor setting up at the top of the box. Jerry Walsh on the far side. O'Connor now. Tommy Meyering playing close defense on O'Connor. O'Connor now setting a screen in front of Hernandez. The ball goes across the box. Walsh with the shot. Oh, and Hernandez! We're going to get a 2-on-1, however. Great save by Hernandez, but it was unnecessary as Walsh and O'Connor were too close together. Referee calls a 2-on-1. Was that the final chance for GLASA Chicago Fire? Tense moments here in the waning moments of the game. Tampa just looking to hold on here. And it was, there it is, the final whistle from referee Mike McCoy. Tampa Crossfire score one early, and that's all they needed as they hold on to a 1-0 victory over GLASA Chicago Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, we will return in just a little bit. Up next, the third place match, Turnstone versus Ball State, and then the final. Stay tuned. You're watching live Power Soccer action live from IPFW Fieldhouse here in Fort Wayne. I'm Tony Jackson.